Hey, Salva here, and today is an updated review of Time Filmmaker. Basically, what is it, how much is it, and is it worth what you're going to be paying for it? So quick disclaimer, just to keep this review as unbiased as possible, Parker does not know that I'm making this video. I wanted it to be completely my own brutal opinions about the online courses or classes. With that being said though, if after watching this video you will like to purchase the program or the classes, I do have a link down below, and it'll basically just help me out if you go through that link for the purchase. So Time Filmmaker is basically an online entity program, schooling that basically teaches you how to become a full-time filmmaker. What makes this specific course or classes stand out from the rest to me personally is the fact that it's actually aimed towards people who haven't even started yet. Meaning he's not going to turn around and tell you to pick up a $20,000 cinema camera to get started making money shooting videos. So the guy behind the camera, well, technically in front of the camera during this process is Parker Walbeck. I don't know if it's Walbeck or Walbeck, but he's the guy in charge of everything going on. Essentially, he used to work with Devin Graham, or AKA Devin Supertramp. If you don't know who Devin Supertramp is, he's a big YouTuber that's known for making ads/commercials on YouTube videos and getting big sponsors by big name brands. But his videos are usually these huge epic stunts, a lot of cool things going on. And Parker used to be the cinematographer for Devin Graham. While working with Devin Graham, he learned a lot of tips and tricks and techniques and everything. While going through, he ended up branching off, doing his own thing, making a living by doing videography for himself. And now he's teaching people how to do the same thing. So firstly, looking into it, it's gonna be the biggest thing, or if not the first thing everyone looks at, how much is the program? So if you get the entire program, it is gonna be $800. Yes, I know $800 is a pretty penny, especially just for a whole bunch of videos that you can essentially find on YouTube. But in my opinion, it is one of those scenarios where you get what you pay for. So you're paying a pretty penny, you're gonna get a pretty good product from that pretty penny you're spending for it. So getting into what you actually get with this $800 purchase, the first thing you're gonna be getting is downloads. So this is gonna be including LUTs, this is also including keyboard shortcuts, basically make your workflow faster, sounds, music, things like that. All of these downloads are actually things that you will be using throughout the courses or afterwards while you're making money. After that, you're getting discounts. The cool thing is Parker created this thing as an actual school entity. So you are a student. You're a full-time student, so you get student discounts. So like Adobe CC, you can get that at $20, I believe it is now, instead of the full price of $52.99. The other cool thing on these discounts is he actually gets discounts for companies and gear that you're actually going to use. It's not just discounts that he could have just grabbed just so he can say you guys get discounts. It's actually discounts of equipment that he uses and equipment that you're for sure going to use while you go into the field. After that, the whole meat and bones of the entire programs are the teaching videos. The first style of videos you're going to be seeing is videos going over the equipment, whether it's cameras. He goes over a good handful of cameras, all the way from DSLRs, easy entry-level $300 DSLRs, all the way up to red cinema cameras that are like $60,000 themselves. So he gives you a good variety. Not only that, you have lenses, you have like the tripods, you have the glide cams, stabilizers. He goes through all the equipment that he personally uses and a lot of equipment that's more popularized in the industry for prosumers, people that aren't in the professional realm yet, but people who are trying to do it as a living. After that, he goes into the technical aspect of all the equipment he went through, talking about the settings for the cameras, the white balancing, things like that, settings for stabilizers. He goes into the more technical realm of the equipment that he just went through in the equipment section. After that, you have a nice creative section. This is basically going to be this section that's teaching you how to get cinematic shots, what makes a shot a cinematic shot, the things that you want to look out for. This is a section that's mainly going to be tips and tricks essentially, and teaching you some rules, but rules are made to be broken, but before you can break them, you need to know what those rules are, and that's what this section is. So after you're done shooting your creative shots, you need to edit it. He goes into a section for editing. His section though for editing is kind of small because he teaches you the bare minimums, the basics to get started. Reason being is editing is half the process of adding a personal aspect of you into it, making it your own personal style. You need to make your edits stand out from other people. So that's why he teaches you just the bare minimums and the basics, because it's enough to get you started, but it's going to give you enough to grow even more so as an editor, not just a cinematographer. Next aspect is going to be the business videos. To me, I think this is a good chunk of what the $800 is paying for. It's a little bit harder to find these types of videos on YouTube because it's more of the behind the scenes, talking numbers and things of that aspect. That's where this comes into play. He actually goes from how to start off by never making a dime for shooting videos all the way to potentially doing this as a full-time videographer for your living. After that, he has like these subcategories for specific style videos, whether it's travel videos, wedding videos, real estates, commercials, action sports, things of those nature. He has specific categories for them. And in each category, he has more in-depth training for that specific style. He has feedback videos for any students that submit their work. And he also has job shadowing videos where he has someone record behind the scenes of him doing that specific style video. And this is another section that I think that $800 definitely goes towards. Reason why the $800 I think is more worth it than just getting each category separately is because you're going to be able to become a jack of all trades. As long as you watch all these videos and see the different styles and different techniques of what you can add in, that $800 is definitely going to feed into this section of learning all these different traits that you can use and put under your belt. After that, you have gear reviews. What I like is his reviews are more of expensive gear versus affordable gear. Reason why I say affordable and not cheap gear is because he actually goes through real good cinematic lightings or equipment, whatever the case may be, and they're thousands and thousands of dollars, and he'll stack it up against something that's affordable but something that you can still use and get cinematic shots, and it won't look like you're using something cheap. Now, the number one thing, the main thing that I think this $800 price tag is paying for is a closed Facebook page. Now, the reason why I say this is the number one thing that $800 is going towards is because of the fact, look at all the YouTubers that are on YouTube right now that went to film school. Their biggest thing of saying, when they're asked if film school is worth it, they say networking. Networking was the biggest thing. With this Facebook page, you get networking and it's amazing. Let me put it this way. There are 6.9 thousand people in this Facebook group right now as of recording this video. So that means there's 6.9 thousand people who have probably went through the same exact steps you're going through right now, and they can help you out to get to where they are now. They may not be that much further than you, or they may be doing this as a full-time job, but they've been in your shoes at some point in their life and they know exactly what you're going through. So that's 6.9 thousand people that have understood exactly where you're coming from and can help you and give you a path forward. The other reason why having this many people that you can talk to, connect with, makes it so much worth it is the fact that you have your own style. You have your own style of shooting, you have your own style of editing, your taste in music to put on these edits, whatever the case may be. Having 6,000 people or 6.9 thousand people means that you have that much more of a chance of finding someone that has the same taste in the style that you like. Not only that, I think a prime example, I was barely starting out when I decided to purchase this program, and when I purchased the program, I was getting ready for a wedding. I didn't know how to mic up the bride. So I literally put in a question of how to mic up a bride. I had 20 different people respond to me, give me 20 different options of ways to mic up a bride, and I didn't feel like I didn't know what I was doing. I was able to go in doing that wedding video feeling confident and ready for whatever situation came my way to mic up a bride. So something like that goes a long way. This is why I think this section is worth the $800. Now, pros and cons. Like I said, this is completely opinionated, my opinion of it. Reason why I don't think the entire program is worth $800, I know I'm contradicting myself because I said the Facebook page itself is worth $800, but the reason why I don't think it's worth shilling out the $800 is because you can find all this information on YouTube already. You're gonna spend a lot of time and energy researching it, but you can find all this information out there on YouTube for the price of your internet. You can also figure this stuff out by just picking up a camera and going outside and practicing, shooting and doing it over and over and over until you learn the things that you like. But like I said, you're gonna be wasting a lot of time and energy, not necessarily wasting it, but you're gonna be using a lot of time and energy that you could have been already using to make money and bringing in income doing these videos. Now, the reason why I think it is worth $800 is because everything is at your fingertips. Not only that, you're learning a lot of valuable stuff in a smaller amount of time. You don't have to spend time researching it. You don't have to spend time making sure you're learning the terminology so you know how to research it. You're not spending this time and energy researching, but you're actually spending that time and energy that you would researching practicing already these new skills that you have been taught because they're at your fingertips. So my verdict for all of this is, if you can get $800, get the program. If you can easily get $800, totally it is worth it, $800. Everything is at your fingertips. You can network with so many people that can help you out. They've been in your shoes already. And you're gonna be learning so much in a faster amount of time than you would be if you had to research everything on your own and learn everything on your own. At the end of the day, this is an amazing tool. But with that being said, if you guys take anything away from this video or this review, I want you guys to take away that it's a tool. Like I said, it's a tool. That it's only going to be as good as you can take advantage of using this tool. You're not going to turn around and be the greatest cinematographer, the best videographer ever, becoming the best director out there. It's not going to be an overnight sensation. It's a tool. Use it to your advantage. If you just purchase this and you let it sit around, or you just watch all the videos but you don't even practice it, nothing's going to happen. It's a tool, and it's a great tool to have. But keep in mind, you're not only spending $800. You're spending $800 for the program, but then you're also spending extra money for the gear that if you don't have, the cameras, the lenses, tripods, the lights, whatever the case may be. My personal experience with being in this program for a little over a year, I've already spent a good $9,000 on top of the $800 for the program. Now, that's a personal choice of mine because I'm investing in my future within being a videographer, a cinematographer. But keep in mind, it's not just $800. There's gonna be a lot more expenses that come in because of it, but it's your choice to make those expenses. So like I said, if you can easily get $800, I totally think you guys should jump on this and go for it. But if you can't, it's just a tool. You're not missing out because you can still go to the finish line just like everyone else. You're just gonna have to push that much harder. So just keep that in mind. It's not a necessity, but it's a tool, and it's a great tool to put under your belt if you're able to afford it. So with that being said, that's my review and my own opinion and unbiased review of Full-Time Filmmaker. If there's any lingering questions, don't hesitate, hit me up in the comments below or message me directly. I am completely down and totally open to answering questions honestly and freely to my best knowledge. Like I said, if after watching all of this, you feel like you're ready to go ahead and purchase this program, I do have a link down below in the description. And like I said, if you purchase through that link, that just helps me out and I'd really appreciate it. But till next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.